Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone gone through the previous videos. If not, please watch all the previous videos and then watch this video because you need to understand what are the previous topics I have covered. If you like the videos, please click on the like button and also please share the videos and ask everyone to subscribe so that they will be benefited from the upcoming topics. And those who are not subscribed, please subscribe so you won't miss the upcoming videos. If you have any questions, please add in the comment section so I can cover in the upcoming videos. I will just recap like what exactly we have explained in the previous videos. I talked about like what is mutual funds and I talked about what is mutual fund versions and how you can pledge mutual fund so that you don't need to break the mutual fund. So today it's very important topic for those who are already having a mutual fund and who are going to invest in the mutual funds because the main criteria or main aim, right? You need to see the performance of the mutual funds, right? So if you don't know what actually the mutual fund is performing or how it is performing, then it's of no use. And also many people have a mutual fund and they think, okay, it is giving something, leave it. No, but if you have something, right, please check how it is performing because if it is not performing as per the mark, then why you have to wait, right? You can take it and put it in the some other mutual fund where it is performing. So today I'm going to talk about like how you can see all those points. Okay, first thing is like every mutual fund, right? They will provide a fact sheet. If you, I will tell you like how you can go and open the fact sheet, how you can search it. It is simple, right? Any mutual fund is having, go to Google and you can actually search for it. For example, I have taken example of Parag Parek. Like that, if you have HDFC mutual fund or ICICI, right? Just go and type here like ICICI mutual fund, whatever the name is there, fact sheet. Then automatically it will show the all the list, and you can open whatever in the website, right? The respective, for example, ICICI will be uploaded in their portal. You can download the fact sheet or you can open in the respective website. So if you see, right, Parag Parag Flexi Cap Fund, I have taken an example. Again, it is for education and I'm just telling you for explanation. If it will give all the details, right? I don't want to go theoretically, that's why I came to the live example. So first, it will talk about what is the fund details, right? This Flexi Cap Fund, what is the main objective of that? By seeing this only, you'll understand whether it is a long term or where they're investing everything. You can see it is clearly mentioned it is long term capital. Like that, every mutual fund they'll mention what is the investment objective and how much is the long term, short term, medium term, everything they'll mention. Based on that, you can also decide whether is it like good for me or like whether my goal is this, whether I can go with this mutual fund or not, right? So you can clearly mention like where actually they're investing, like they're mentioning the equity related securities and they're investing in the Indian equities, foreign equities and related instruments, right? And what is the type of scheme they mentioned, and they're actually investing in across large cap, mid cap and small cap stocks. And when it started, overall the fund managers, you can see it here, and what is the month and expense ratio, right? Let's talk about expense ratio and all. First I will go through an eye level, then I will come to this example. So first is like I will talk about what is the funds returns, right? Absolute returns, annualized returns. You can check here in fact sheet. They'll mention each and everything like how much the fund has grown in a specific period of time that you can see under absolute returns, and what is the annualized returns. You can check an averagely yearly growth, and what is the benchmark. One important point you should see is every mutual fund they'll set up a benchmark, right? Whether they're targeting the benchmark of Nifty 500, Nifty 50, or they will clearly mention the fact sheet. So based on that, you can check whether the mutual fund what you invested is performing above that benchmark. If it is performing above the benchmark, then it is very good, and you can continue having that same mutual fund. And second point is how you can evaluate the risk matrix by seeing the standard deviation. If you measure what actual standard deviation is, it will measure the fund's volatility. A lower the standard deviation then indicates the more stability. And what is the beta, right? So beta indicates how sensitive the fund in the market movements. A beta of 1 means it moves when the with the market, below 1 is less volatility and above 1 is more volatility, right? And Sharpe ratio, it measures the risk adjusted returns. Higher the Sharpe ratio is better as it shows the fund is earning more for the risk taken. Okay. The third point is expense ratio. The expense ratio is the annual fee charged for each mutual fund. Like every year, how much it will be, so that everything it will be displayed in the fact sheet. Okay, for example, if you take in 1 year, how much you're going to get, or how much percentage they're going to deduct, and if you're taking more than 1 year, right, how much the expense ratio will be, right? And after taking so many days, when there is like no expense ratio will be there. So I will show you in the example so that it will be clear. And what is the fund manager performance, right? You can check, either you can follow them and see that how they're performing, how they're deviating your funds into different sectors. So by seeing all that, right, in the fact sheet, you will understand like how your fund manager is performing, so that you can trust them and you can really predict like when they're selling truth and when they're telling lies. All those things, lies in the sense whenever it is not performing, that means okay, they're doing some mistakes. So some people are very good in something, right? So you can check those doing good in which portfolio or like which sector. And fifth point is you can look at portfolio composition, check the funds allocation, whether they're allocating in stocks, bonds, and other assets, right? And also you can check the portfolio composition in the particular sector wise. So let's go to the example. So as I mentioned, what is the expense ratio, right? For this mutual fund, the regular plan it is taking 1.33%. For the direct plan, it is 0.63%. That is the expense ratio it is taking. That includes additional expense and GST of the management fees. Okay. And you can see the benchmark they set. If you see this mutual fund, they set a benchmark of Nifty 500, and additionally they set a Nifty 50. So if this beats both of these, right, then it is performing good. And it will mention like what is the minimum application and what is the new purchase and additional purchase, how much it will be, and it will shows what is the minimum SIP amount. Monthly SIP minimum is 1,000, so less than that you can't do it, and quarterly this is the amount. And what is AUM is assets under management. The total amount present in this mutual fund is this much, total asset they bought. It includes all the people's fund here, right? And the net asset value, as I clearly mentioned, the regular plan, direct plan. What is the net asset? Is the price for the per unit. How much it is going to be is mentioned in the net asset value. And what is the load structure? As I mentioned, right? For entry, there will be no not applicable, nothing will be there. But for the exit load, if you are taking any redemption, right, within 365 days, then they're going to charge 2% of the investment. And if you're taking after 360 days within 730, then 1%. If you're taking after 730 days, there will be no exit load, right? So this is what the exit load is. That's why I always say that if your mutual fund is performing good, always keep it for more years so that you'll be not having exit load as well. Okay. And what are the indicators, right? I explained what is beta and all. So what is the beta numbers, and what is the standard deviation, what is the Sharpe ratio, what is the portfolio, all the details will be displayed here. So you can compare with the slide what I've shown, so that and see, and also you can also compare with the different mutual fund and see how your mutual fund is performing with these numbers. And allocation, right? This mutual fund, where and all they are allocated will be displayed here. How much percentage they allocated in bank sector, all the sectors they are mentioned here. Okay. And if you open the portfolio disclosure, this will talk about like in each sector in which stock they have actually invested. That is what it will display in the portfolio disclosure. You can go through each and everything and you can see how your portfolio is divided, means the mutual fund portfolio is divided. And if you want to see like how actually it is performed, right? If you go here, this will tell you, for example, in a lump sum, the one time investment. For example, if you invested 10,000, right? And from the date of inspection, that is 2013, this scheme has given almost 19.83%. The benchmark is 16 and 14. That's what you can. So that means it is going very good. And if you see the same way, every time it is beat the benchmark. That means your portfolio or your mutual fund is performing very good, right? So that is how you can check like how your mutual fund is performing. For example, if you're doing a SIP in this mutual fund, right? For example, every 10,000 is invested in every month, right? From the starting year, how much it will be. For example, if you invested like 10,000, total invested amount as of now will be 2013 13 lakh 18,000, right? So then in October 31st, how much it will be? Then you can compare like last 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, how come it will, that is the total amount you invested. For market value of investment will be this much, and in the regular plan this is the much. Okay, and if you see what is the Nifty you would have given this percentage, and then Nifty 50 how much you would have given this investment. So whatever the plan is given, right, so if it's always beat the benchmark what they set. So that is what you can see the performance in the SIP investment performance. then these two are like normal, like how actually it is performing based on the average, what is the maximum, minimum, what is the standard deviation based on the benchmark they set. You can check it in the rolling return regular plan. So what I'm saying is, you can okay. The next is like you can see the sorry, I missed one more. Is like you can see how the benchmark is performing with your scheme, means the mutual fund, and then you can talk about the riskometer, right? You can see how actually the risk is actually there with the comparing with the benchmarks. So it's the same way. I've just taken another example, like ICICI Prudential Balance Advantage Fund. They will open the platform like where you can open and download the sheet, and you can check like in 1 year what is happening. So you can talk about like exit load, how much it is, who are the fund managers, okay, what is the inspection date, and monthly AUM, how much, and what is the indicators, right? Basically, you can see what is the analyzed portfolio. Okay, then you can talk about like what is the Sharpe ratio, portfolio beta, and what is the standard deviation, and you can talk about like what are the portfolios they have invested. So all the details you can see, and you can see the performance of that and discometer. So everything you can see it in the fact sheet. So fact sheet is very important place where you can check how exactly your mutual fund is performing. Okay. So hope you understand the video. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe and share it. And also please share the videos as much as you can so that everybody will be beneficial. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day.